Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this meeting, we want to show our presentation about epidemiology. Before we show our presentation, we must to introduce ourselves. Number one is Lambang Setyo Raharjo. Number 2 is Hafidh Prasetyo Nugroho. Number 3 is Ahmad Nurrohman. Number 4 is Bayu Hendri Atmoko. Number 5 is Muhammad Thoha Rachmawan. And number 6 is Kevin Satria. And number 7 is Yunita Dwi Susanti.
Spread of the pathogen. The spread of a plant pathogen can be done in two ways. One, active distribution. A spread of a pathogen without requiring other media to have its spread, but can use the body part of the pathogen itself, such as spore in the fungi. Two, passive distribution. The spread of a pathogen that requires a medium not to have the spread of the pathogen, such as water, soil, wind, plant seed, agriculture tool, and insect.
Factors that affect the spread of pathogens. First one, wind. Many parasitic fungi are spread mainly by wind because the fungus form fungi and release contagious spores into the air, has a small size and is very light, so it is easily transported by wind over relatively long distance. Second one, soil. The wind carries spores to distant places, but occasionally the spores drop and settle on the ground. So they have a potential to become agents of the spread of pathogen. Third one, water has a less important meaning in the spread of pathogen when compared to wind, because the spread through water is only local. For one, humans. Humans are the most influential agent for the spread of pathogens because humans can carry pathogens across continents and oceans. If humans take their plants to other places, then with it also transported pests and plant disease. Fifth one, plant seeds. Plant seeds will become agents of disease spread if the plants used as seeds have been attacked by pathogens first, so that the pathogens will continue their life cycle in these seed plants. Sixth one, agricultural tools. If the previous use of agricultural tools was done on disease plant, the pathogens will be carried along with the agricultural tools. Seventh one, insects. Insects are not only agent for the spread of pathogens, but can also be a habitat for pathogens.
Plant disease cycle. If you enter a new area, a disease can develop quickly and become a severe epidemic. The same thing will happen when a new virulent race or strain of a pathogen arises. Even the presence of susceptible cultivars that are widely grown can lead to epidemic. But if the type of variety of the plant is not destroyed because of this epidemic, the disease will be reduced and so on to become an epidemic disease.
The occurrence of the epidemic and its forecasting. The spread of pathogen plays an important role in the occurrence of epidemic, but it also determined by other factor or combination of factor. According to the disease triangle, epidemic are mainly caused by pathogenic factor. Epidemic are mainly caused by plant factor. And the last, epidemic, which is mainly caused by environmental or weather factor.
Epidemic occurrence. The interaction of pathogen pods and the environment can be explained that pathogen can develop in the host, which in the end has the potential for disease outbreak to occur if the pathogen has high virulence. At the same, the At the same time, environmental conditions strongly support disease development. Human as a factor that can play a role in the occurrence of disease outbreak. In the concept of the disease that Raharjo has a very influential role in the emergence of epidemics.
The next one is about epidemic forecasts. Before starting to develop a forecasting system, it is necessary to understand the factors that promote disease development, such as weather factors like temperature and humidity, biological observation like density of the spores in the air, and insect vector population. The more complete the available data regarding the relationship between the intensity of the disease and the factors that influence it, the forecasting method will be more precise. There are several conditions. Number one, plants are important plants. Number two, disease can cause great losses, but only in certain circumstances. Number three, there needs to be enough information about the result of observation or research on the influence of various environmental factors on the development of the disease. Number four, the growers are quite prepared and understanding. Number five, for the disease in question, this is an appropriate way of controlling it. Number six, there is a long gap between the announcement of forecasting result and the onset of a disease epidemic.
Epidemiology is the quantitative study of disease development in space and over time as a result of interaction between pathogenic host population influenced by physical, biotic, and human factors. The purpose of epidemiology is to provide an understanding of the nature of pathogen in the time and space so that we can provide consideration for regulation disease control strategies.
Okay, this is our presentation. If you want asking something, you asking by Pada Wimaya. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.